Kat, can you talk about what changed in that fourth quarter? You guys were down by 22, and coming into the game, there was a question around rest versus rust. Did you feel any of that in the way the game started?
Yeah. I mean, to be real, yeah, there was definitely rust. You can see we were a team that hadn't played a playoff game in a while, but it's a testament to the resiliency of this locker room and this team that as the game went along, you can see the rust was coming off a little bit, and we were able to find ourselves in the game. And at the end of the day, great offensive plays by JB, amazing clutch plays by Landry Shaman, clutch plays by the man next to me, Mikal Bridges. But it was our defense that has always been special in this playoffs, and it was what carried us in this playoffs that showed up in the fourth quarter and in overtime and allowed us to be sitting here with a win against a really great team.
Did they do, they obviously have very good big men defenders with Mobley and Allen. Was it more them, what they did against you in terms of turnovers and maybe you not having your best game offensively, or do you think it was just rust and you weren't quite on your game?
I think the Knicks found a way to win tonight, and that's all that matters. It's not about the individual performances. It's not about this team finding a way to put a win up on the board, and I think that's what's special tonight.
Karl, last year, game one of the Eastern Conference, you guys had the Halliburton shot, that heartbreaker, and
The year before that in the Western Conference Finals, the Luka.
Yes,
Yeah.
Luka shot. I was going to ask you if it's crossed your mind at all that you're kind of on the other side of it in game one this year. So it sounds like it has. So I'll ask you, how does it feel to be on the other side of it? What are you thinking?
I mean, it's always great when you can win in the playoffs. Obviously, special when. Hello. It's always special when you could get a win, especially at the start of the series, and against a great team to find a way to win as a unit shows that we could go out there and we just got to play better. But an expensive lesson learned tonight.
Got a question for each of you, starting with Mikal. Those are two huge threes that you hit in crunch time. Just can you kind of walk us through how it felt watching those go through, and did it feel good when they left your hands? Did you know they were going in?
Yeah, I think both of them did. Just trying to drive, make a play. I think they did a great job of denying out. And then teammates just, reminded me of the shot clock, so just try to make a play. And then the last one, just this man right here, just trusting me, that same side, corner three, and just trying to be ready and just, trying to make the shot.
Really, just for all of you, I'll ask you first, Jalen. Maybe just what kind of boost did Shamet give you guys tonight? Not only with that shot, but defensively on Mitchell down the stretch.
Yeah, he played big time. That's just who he is. He's a true professional ever since he's walked into the league, and then I've got to see his work firsthand this past couple of years, and so he's up to any task that you put in front of him, and so he's been that player, and he's been that player for us, and we have the utmost faith in him.
I guess for any of you guys, it looked, when you're down 22 and even before that, and there was one time it looked kind of animated in the huddle. Just kind of what are you guys saying to each other, keep each other going when it's not going right?
Yeah, just keep fighting, keep chipping away. We're not going to get it back in one possession. Most importantly, sticking together. No matter how that game finished, habits translate, and so they translate to the next game. So just finishing the game strong, regardless of whatever's going on, making sure we're having the right habits. So we'll be going to the next game. We're doing what we're doing. We're not just giving up. We don't want to give up ever. And so just having faith in each other.
Mikal, a question for you. You got assistance now. Appreciate you. Was wondering just about your play against Atlanta and Philadelphia. It felt like the kind of the lock that you fit in was the defensive role. Like that was your big thing that you brought to the table against both of those teams, and that's just kind of synonymous with who you are and your reputation at this point. So I was wondering what it's like bringing that kind of level of intensity defensively against all sorts of different kinds of opponents. Even despite whatever's happening in the scoring column, you have, it looks at least like you have such a pride in that end of the floor. I was wondering how you keep that level of motivation up.
Yeah, I think just how I've always been. Just trying to be a defender, make plays, and obviously as I got older, just kind of feed into that role when I got to college and the league as well. But yeah, just taking on that challenge. And definitely it was just one of my rules to play defense, to guard the best guys. And obviously it's never by myself. Like, I got teammates behind me that's going to help me. But yeah, it's always dope to have the challenge of guarding different guys who are really skillful. From Nikhil, CJ to Maxi, PG, now to James and Donovan. So yeah, just somehow I've always been embracing and trying to keep getting better.
Hey, Karl here. I wanted to ask you, what thing has been the most important for the team to make the comeback possible? Thanks.
Our defense. Our defense was fantastic in the fourth quarter and overtime. Like I said before, you have amazing shot makers like JB and Kale hitting shots and Landry Shaman hitting shots, but at the end of the day, it's the defense that won us the game because we were already in a deficit. So for us to have our offense finally start clicking, and then on the flip side as well, on defense to get stops, that was a turning point in the game against a really great team. So it was true resiliency, grit, and attention to detail by the guys in the huddle.
Jalen, you started attacking almost every possession that fourth quarter. It seemed like, was it just a matter of you found something that was working, or just the outside shot wasn't going and it's got to find a plan B?
Yeah, just being in attack mode, just trying to find seams to get to where I feel comfortable. Finally, one did go down. That's just because of the rhythm I created from the shots beforehand. But like Kat said, it starts with our defense. The way we were able to get stops and go, and then them having the trust in me, it's really a credit to them.
All right, we're going to do two more.
For all three of you, can you talk about what it was like to be a part of what seemed like a May miracle at the Garden?
I mean, it's always special when you give your fans something to cheer for, and for us to, it's been a tough go around for them for the first 3 quarters of the game, and for us to come in that huddle and with the energy of the fans and the fans really showing us so much love and support, to give them something to cheer for in the fourth. It's always an honor. It's a privilege to be able to do. And this team, all we want to do is make the city proud and bring the city wins. And to be able to accomplish that tonight, in a night where it didn't seem like it was going to happen, is an honor, and it's truly something special.
Definitely thankful, because they could have walked out if they wanted to.
Same with that.
Jalen, Kat talked about it a little bit before, but with the way Game 1 went last year, and this basically being a reversal of that, is that cathartic at all? Is that fitting almost? What do you make of that, sort of basically flipping the script?
Nothing. Just moving on.